Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So how's life going on?
Very good.
Good one. So how many students have got connected right now? So should I
Good
start
morning,
with?
madam. I think you are getting all okay, sound and
Yeah. I
video.
think yeah.
You will be continuing without video and
Without meeting because it was not getting connected today. That's why I
okay.
become late.
I think that's
So that's
fine.
why.
Absolutely no problem. So
So
I
now,
will transfer the host to you and
will
you can proceed.
please.
Now the process is on and
Okay.
host is transferred to
Okay,
Ms.
to
Seema
me.
Sinha.
Yes.
And good morning to you all and welcome. Now I request Seema Sinha to take this class.
Thank you, Amaji.
Right.
So let me share the screen first. So you all can see it out?
Yeah.
Yes. I'll have to do the. Okay. So today's session is the so who else? Piyush, Arnab, Priyanka, Anupma. They all have got connected. So today we'll be starting the session 6, which is the we are ending the subject today. So we will be talking about the gist of the paper 1, which is the training, business strategy, and HRD. Okay, so we have already discussed about the strategic planning, HR strategy, HRD strategy. Today we'll be talking about the training strategy actually. What will
Okay.
be the topic today we'll be covering is the role of the
Ma'am,
training. Yeah,
can you do it the
screen share. Okay,
screen
okay,
share,
okay,
screen show?
okay. Just a
Actually,
minute.
slides are coming. It will be better if it is full screen.
Okay, so let me first session 6. What is
Slideshow.
yeah, slideshow was doing
It is
again the
there
same problem.
on the top,
Hmm.
third from the right.
Right.
Third from the right.
No,
View review and slideshow.
this one.
Above that. Home, insert, design, animation, then slideshow.
Again,
Above that,
this,
just
this, this,
yeah. This.
yeah. This is the, and
Then we
then
have first one from
which one?
first from left.
Okay, this
First from left.
from
Or left में मैम
from
और भी
beginning.
left हाँ
From
this
beginning.
one. Yeah.
This is the thank you. Okay, now it has come.
Yeah.
Yes. So these are the topic. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so these are the topic, role of the training in driving strategy, process of strategic training, aligning training with the organizational strategy, and the developing the training scorecard. Okay, so these are the topics we'll be covering today. So I think a concept, what about the concept clarity you're getting it out for the strategic planning process? We talked about HR strategy key framework, HRD strategy we talked in the last sessions, OD, organization development we talk about. So are you people having the concept clarity of this paper till?
Yes ma'am.
So confident? Because I'm ending this topic today actually. So we'll be talking about only 10 because this paper is all about training, business strategy, and HRD. I had started with this topic in packaging how training, what is the role of the training in driving the overall strategy actually. So first topic today we'll be covering is that only. So I'll be showing you one slide first, not this one, this slide. You can see it first. The learning function of an organization has a strategic role in the 5 areas. What are those areas? To attract and retain the talent, employees, to motivate and engage the employees, to build an employer brand, to create a value-based culture, and to develop the people capabilities. That means to enhance the competency level of the employees. So these are the 5 areas in which the training and development. Training and development learning function of an organization play the strategic role. So first, you need to have the total purview of the training contributions actually. When we, oh, again, this disturbance has started. So I'll request,
এখন একটু আমি কথা
yeah, not to talk in the background, or they can mute it out, whomsoever are talking, mute themselves. Because of the internet problem only, disconnecting problem, I am not interacting with you these days, people, because so much difficulty to smoothly I want to move for the classes. Okay, so people whomsoever are talking, actually they can mute themselves. Okay, so I'm coming to this slide. In fact, what I was telling, learning functions of an organization has a strategic role in 5 major areas. And which are those areas? First area, to attract and retain the talent. Then to motivate and engage employees, to build an employer brand, to create a value-based culture, and to develop the people capability. These are the 5 areas where the learning, training, and development play the strategic role. Okay, so what is happening is training is a key element to a successful company. So a formal training function can benefit most in driving the overall organizational strategy, and the poor training can have significant negative consequences as well. So when we, now I'll be coming to the first slide. I'll be showing what I have written in this slide. The analysis of the training and development research revealed that HR role is to establish and implement a high level roadmap for strategic training and development. And the strategic, why? Because the strategic positioning of training and development directly promotes organizational business goals and objectives. Getting it out? And thereby enhancing the organizational performance. So role of the training method, you need to understand, we are talking about the strategic, the role of the training development in driving the overall strategy of the company. Whatever the strategic planning of the company, how the training, the play the crucial role to that actually. So strategic positioning of training and development directly promotes organizational business goals and objectives, and thereby enhancing the organizational performance. Further, it is written the findings merged as a result of survey are here under. What are the actually? So more participants are waiting. Just a moment. Okay, so what are the outcomes of this survey? That organization must focus on continual learning and job training. Second focus, line managers should be involved in TNA, training need analysis, and policy decision for the training. Good training must provide opportunity to learn and grow, and the employee performance is augmented through competitive advantage. Getting it out, these are the outcomes of that survey actually, which the analysis had been done on the Training and Development Research Act. So you can, when we talk about the role of the training in driving this strategy, so what is the role of the training in driving this strategy? We had discussed in OD also. What does it do? It improves productivity, effectiveness, and efficiency of the organization service by development and better utilization of talents and abilities and potential of the employees. You all know the role of the training actually. We have discussed so many times since first sessions, we are discussing the importance of the training. So right now also, what does it do? It improves productivity, effectiveness. Oh, so much disturbance. Female voice is coming.
Mr. Arnab, his mic is on.
Acha,
Mr.
Arnav.
Arnab.
Yeah, I've done it. Didn't realize. Sorry.
Acha, okay, thank you. You have done it. Okay. Okay. So role of the training, because this is the last session actually, so just pay, because we will be talking about the gist of this paper actually. So you need to understand what is the role of training in driving the overall strategy actually. So what is the role? It improves productivity, effectiveness, and efficiency of organization service by developing the better effective utilization. You all know what do we mean by, what do we mean by the effective utilization of the manpower when we talk about? Who can tell me? Anyone? Hello, can you hear me all? Hello.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question again?
So what do we mean by effective utilization of the manpower?
Effective utilization of the manpower, whatever is the KPI of a particular role. Say, for example, if there is a sales team, if target achievement is the KPI or key role, then that achievement of target and contribution to overall strategy of the organization is important. Because if the training is training the sales team properly, they would be hunting new accounts, they would be getting more achieving targets, and thereby the strategy will be successful. Just as an
Okay.
example. Yeah.
Okay, so from the organizational perspective, someone can tell me ki what do we mean by the effective utilization of the manpower? Anyone? What is the organizational perspective actually? When we talk about the effective utilization, that means there should not be any surpluses and neither surpluses nor shortage of the manpower. Getting it out? So optimum level we need to have effectively we can utilize when there is no surplus of the manpower, neither surplus of the manpower, nor there will be the shortage of the manpower. So what then only we can utilize the talent effectively. Then only we can improve them, promote them, abilities, potential of the employees, if we can find it out, and then we can help them in enhancing their skill KSA, that knowledge, skill, and attitude actually. So first, the role of the training, because what we want actually, first role of the training and development to improve higher productivity. What happened actually when we are giving the training to the employee, then their efficiency increases, then their job performance improves, they feel the part of the organizations, and then the higher productivity. And as we have already we are discussing from the first session, higher productivity is the ultimate goal of the all the organization. Okay, so second role, what we are coming to it, it helps employees develop their knowledge, skills, and abilities, we have already talked about, so that the might become better qualified to perform the duties of their present jobs and advance to more responsible positions. Because of development, you all know training focuses on the current jobs, roles and responsibility related to the current job of the employee, but the development focus is futuristic. Okay, so training is enhancing the knowledge, skill, ability of the employees related to the current job an individual is holding, but the development, our development programs prepare the employees to face the future challenges. So futuristic in nature, its orientation is the educational program we have discussed about the training and development, the difference, what is the difference actually. So it is related with the present job, it is a continuous process training, and the development is the futuristic in nature, it is career oriented. Training is job oriented and the development is career oriented. So third point is training and development provides for the development of managers and supervisors capable of organizing and developing effective management system for the accomplishment of the organization goals and activity objectives. Another point, elevate labor market shortages and the reduce personal turnover. Employee turnover, it always work. Training and development provides you the personal development opportunity to the employee. So they feel like the part of the organization. They are getting the, these days employees are not retaining in such employee, because these days the people are looking for the career, they're not looking for the job actually. The company who are not providing the training and development, who are not providing the personal development opportunity, who are not providing the career development opportunity to the employee, in such organization the professional employee doesn't retain. So it helps in reducing the employee turnover. So rate of attrition reduces and the rate of retention improves of the company. So this is the one very important role of the strategic training. So last is the prepared employees to deal more effectively with growing social scientific and economic problems faced by the organization by making use of advances in professional knowledge and technology. Okay, so what in gist I need to tell you that employee training is an essential function for the success of almost all the businesses, whether they are large or small, because training not only help boost the efficiency of the employees and thereby productivity and revenues, but it also help boost employees morale, which can drive increased productivity and reduce turnover, which we were discussing about. So training is a key element to a successful company. A formal training, as I told you, a formal training function can benefit most in driving the overall organizational strategy. The what is happening right now, the current business environment is very fast paced, very demanding and constantly evolving. So global management leaders need the skills to face ever changing these new situations. And here the good L&D strategy incorporate senior executive training programs. So their leadership skills are continually sharpened in that case. So in a company with a clear and effective L&D strategy, senior executives know that the talent pipeline is secure. Team members have team members are receiving appropriate. What do they know? That the talent pipeline is secured. Then the team members are receiving appropriate management skills training to fulfill their individual roles. And management succession planning is one of the most important part of that HRD Act also. So management succession planning is strong to fulfill future vacancies or challenges of the company. So these are the advantages of it out. So thus strategically training and development help the organization to confidently fulfill their corporate mandate for growth and profitability in the short term as well as long term amidst this world of complex changes. So they are coping up with this globalization, environmental changes, then organizational complexity, which we have already discussed at the time of when we were discussing in the first session about the challenges and opportunity of the training and development in the emerging business scenarios. So strategic training play play the crucial role in meeting all the challenges of the globalization, environmental changes, organization complexity, human relation. All company wants to maintain the good human relationships. For the training and development, the is a very play very essential part. Getting it out in the job as a changing job assignment. There is a changing job assignment, and the training and development will be required to fulfill the higher responsibility. In case of transfer is there, in case of promotion is there. So training is required, helping the employees in what is happening in taking over the role of the senior positions. So this way, what is happening? It is providing employee satisfaction. It is providing employee, helping the employee in growing. And once all the problem is started in the company when the employee dissatisfaction is there, as we are told. So role is very crucial of the training and driving overall strategy for the smooth functioning of the organization, for the smooth driving of the strategy. The training plays a very crucial role. That's what we are discussing today because it helps in personal leadership development. It helps in strategy execution. It helps in improving this existing strategy. It helps in managing organizational changes. It accelerate employees' career and take them to next step. It develop essential business skills and training lead to a business function or cross-functional projects with your company actually. So basically strategic training roles means the acquisition of knowledge individual employees or group of the employees are willing to apply and say if their daily analysis is assignment. Whatever assignment they are having, the day-to-day assignment, they need to apply those knowledge in making decisions and accomplishing the task for the company. So these are the role of the training. As I told you, because five major areas, it play the strategic role, falls in five major areas, and these are the in elaborate manner. These are the roles of the training and development into the driving the strategy. In the OD also, so we have discussed role of the training in OD. And OD is what? OD is also the organizational improvement strategy. The three key concepts we have discussed in the OD also. Anybody can recall what are the three key concepts of the OD? Anyone can tell me? What are the key concept of the training? Sorry, OD. Anyone can recall? Yes or no? No is also the reply. Hello? 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 ये क्या हो गया? Hello?
Yeah, Seema ma'am,
Yeah.
three main concepts, organizational climate, organizational culture was also part of it,
And
and the organizational strategy was something
exactly.
we discussed.
Organization strategy. That's what I'm talking about. The third important concept of the OD was, and when we talk about in context of the OD, the organization strategy, that means we are talking about the improving the existing organizational strategy. Whatever is, if there is any poor alignment between the strategy system of the strategy, then the OD falls in picture actually. So this is the one of the most important. What I was telling, the training contributes in improving the organizational strategy as well, wherever is the problem. Okay, so now the next will be now you know need to, you have come to know what is the role of training in driving the strategy. Now vice versa, you need to understand what is the impact of business strategy on training, why it is important to link the training with the business strategy. What do we mean? Because after that we will be discussing about the process of developing the strategic training and development. So first you need to understand what is the impact of business strategy on training. So business strategy, what is the impact of the business strategy and training? It influences training on determining what, on determining the amount of training devoted to current or future job skills. Okay, current training and the future job skills is the development programs we talk about. So it influences the amount of training devoted to the current or the future job skills. It determines the extent to which training should be customized for the particular needs of an employee or developed based on the need of a team, unit or division. Whether the training will be developed for the on the basis of the need based, it will be, or for the particular team, specific team, or the particular unit, or for the division it will be developed. Okay, so it is influencing the training in so many ways. That's what we are discussing it out, business strategy. Then the another reason, whether the training is restricted to, it determines whether the training is restricted to specific groups of employees or open to all employees. Then next point, how does it impact to the training business strategy? So when the training is planned and systematically administered, or when the training is provided only when the problem occurs or spontaneously as a reaction to what competitors are doing. So seeing the competitors, what the competitors are doing, then the training will be decided by the company. Or it will be whenever there will be any problem in the company, then the training will be existing, the develop, or it will be planned, systematically administered, or it will be the continuous, ongoing current program, training programs will be there. So it all decided as per the business strategy actually. And the moreover, what is happening actually, moreover, it also stresses the importance of training session compared to the HRM practices such as selection and compensation. The last point, because we have already discussed that training and development is the most important sub function of the HRD. HRD is the sub function of the HRM, and training and development is the most important out of the all the HRD functions, like a compensation, selection, performance appraisal. the training and development is the most important sub functions. Okay, so impact is what? The importance placed on training compared to the other human resource management practices such as selection and compensation. So it also stresses on that business strategy, stresses on that importance of the on the training and development. So that the model of strategic plan has an its main focus on the performance results that lead to the fulfilling business needs. That is why the entire learning experience has to be linked to the main business goals. So what is the important, because that's what I'm thinking why we are developing the strategic training process, because the model of a strategic plan has its main focus on the performance results that lead to the fulfilling the business objectives or the business needs. And that is why the entire learning experience has to be linked to the main business goals, business objective, the business strategy. We need to link the training if we want to have the training should not go seed waste. Training should have the strategic role to play in the organization. We need to. So whenever we are talking about the start training strategy, so I have always explained when we talk about the organizational strategy. So what do we mean? What when we talk about the HR strategy, that means linking the HR with the business strategy. When we talk about the training HRD strategy, that means linking the HRD with the business strategy. When we talk about the training strategy, then we talk about linking the training with the business strategy. Whatever is the business objective, we need to link the training along with that. How the alignment is done, we'll be discussing after in the onward slides actually. So first, next we need to discuss the process. Okay, what is the strategic training and development process actually? So strategic, anybody can recall the strategic planning process? What are the steps we follow? Because it's similar to it. I had told you in the HRD developing process also, keep the developing process is almost similar the steps actually. So in the end, we are talking about the training and development, the strategic training and development process. So first you can see it on. Anybody can recall the strategic planning development process? How many steps were there? Anyone can recall? No one? So nobody is studying, huh? Really, after today, you should. So because 10th January, we have kept the reviews classes. So you people need to study, and then in the review classes, at least you people need to answer it out to me. So that 27th January, how many people have decided to give the exam this time? Chali, at the end, we'll be discussing after the topic. So coming to nobody can recall, so the strategic planning and development process. First, you know, what is the first step into the business strategy? Whenever we are developing any strategic model, first you need to understand what is the business strategy of the company. Training and development, if you want to link with the business strategy, you need to know what do we mean by the business strategy actually. The what is the mission, vision, goals and values of the company. What are the, you need to have the answers of who, how, what, when. Okay, so here the focus, you need to know what are the product and services of the company. You need to know what are the, who are the customers of the company. You need to know what is the turnover of the company. So business study, first step is the business, to know the business strategy, to know the in and out of the company. Here the business is the first step. Here the focus is on the mission, values, goals of the organization. Mission, as you can recall, strategic planning, what is mission? Anybody can tell me what is mission statement? What do we mean by mission? Anyone? Hello, you people can hear to me? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So nobody can tell me mission also. What is the mission statement? What do we mean by mission? I think cold has been raised, huh? Nobody mind is functioning, huh? Because of the cold. Cold is the reason. No one can tell me what is mission statement, what is vision statement, what is values. What do you mean by values?
Mission statement broadly, ma'am, can be one of the aspect is where we want to play, which line of business or which direction the company wants to go, can be one of the aspects of mission statement.
Mission is the why company is in business, why the company is
Yeah.
in existence. So mission statement of the company is the reason for existing, why the company is existing. Okay, in that mission statement they used to mention. What about the vision? Vision, what is the company aims to achieve? Through the vision statement you need to know, because this is the vision is the aspiration of the company.
Yeah,
They through the vision they used to tell what is the purpose of doing the business.
yeah, even aspirations, hopes, and dreams of the company are also
That's what I'm saying. Ki
yeah.
vision is always the aspirations of the company for doing the business, actually. So you need to have the clarity. Strategic planning component also we have discussed in very elaborate manner. The mission statement that when we are discussing developing the strategic planning process, there also first we are developing these intent. So what will be the mission statement of the company? What will be the vision statement of the company? What will be the goal of the company? What objective of the company? Then the initiative, measure, target. These are the major components of strategic planning. These intend to be developed in the first step, and then we come to the strategy formulation, then strategy implementation, and then strategy evaluation and control. These are the steps followed. So it's a very similar like that. Actually, the strategic training and development process is also there. So values when we talk about, what do we mean by values? What is the meaning of values? Anyone? Very important part for the company, whether they want to do the business through the ethical means or through the unethical means. Values are what the company stands for. That means their example can be whether they are standing for the passion, it's the trust. What is the values of the company?
Yeah, the core ethics, ma'am, core ethics and
Yeah,
principles.
exactly. Trust, integrity, courage, intellectual curiosity. For what? What are the values of the company actually? So you need to know while developing any strategy, whether it's a HR strategy or HRD strategy or training and development strategy when you're developing, you need to know about all this. Like what are the values of the company, then the goals of the company, what company aims to achieve in the medium to long term. It reflects how the mission will be carried out. That is the goal actually. The first step in developing the strategic training and development process is also to know the business strategy, mission, vision, goals of the company, to know the product and services of the company, to know who are the customers of the company, what is the turnover of the company. These information actually, from training and development perspective, these information is critical and designing the next step, which is the strategic training and development initiatives, getting it out, and the training and development actions or activities. These informations are critical in designing the initiatives that support training and development needs, that align with the company mission and values, while at the same time supports the actions needed to achieve the organization goal. So these are the next steps actually. So business strategy can these informations you need to know for designing the further steps of the training and development, strategic training and development. Step two is, as we are in an elaborate manner, we are discussing it about strategic training and development initiative. Step two, we are developing the initiative. What initiative? What do we mean by initiative? Anyone can tell me? Initiative is a very common word. While developing any strategy, you need to take the initiative. Initiative are the steps to achieve the business objective of the company. First step, whatever is the business strategy of the company, to achieve that we need to take the steps, we need to take the initiative. So initiatives are learning related actions that the company should take to achieve its business strategy. Initiative simply implies to specific actions that should be taken by the company to effectively and efficiently to do something better. So training and development initiative vary actually company to company. For example, engineering company will be having the different training and development activities and the initiatives in compare to the IT company or the law firm, the retail company or the manufacturing company. So training and development initiative varies company to company. So that you need to know. Examples, we here the steps I have supported with the examples. What can be initiative actually? So how the common initiative includes, you can see the examples. Diversify the learning portfolio. What initiative the company, these are the common actually, and as I told you, initiatives will be varying as per the company. Okay, so it will be vary company to company. So first few examples of the initiatives are diversify the learning portfolio, improve customer services, accelerate the pace of employee learning, capture and share the knowledge. So and as per the initiative, next step will be coming training and development activities. That means what action should be taken to achieve the initiative as well as business strategy in turn. So what a plan of actions for every initiative to support every initiative is always supported by the plan of action. Okay, so here you can see it out to diversify the learning portfolio. What action? What do we mean by the diversify the learning portfolio? Anybody can tell me? What is the meaning of it? What do we mean by the diversify the learning portfolio?
Ma'am, diversifying, ma'am, Anand here. So I think diversifying means adding more trainings in their portfolio or adding different
Exactly.
types of delivery types
Very,
as
very
well as
rightly said.
portfolio.
More learning opportunity. Okay, so diversify learning portfolio means that the company may need to provide more learning opportunity than just the traditional training programs. Whatever traditional program is going on, so more than that, the learning opportunity, they need to diversify it out. So what I told you, कि every initiative is supported by the plan of action. That is the next step, training and development activities. To support the diversify the learning portfolio, what action should be taken? Use web-based training. Okay, that means use technology. How we can provide more learning opportunity to the employee of the company by using the technology such as internet for training, web-based training, facilitate informal learning, provide more personalized learning opportunity. So these are the training and development actions you need to take to diversify the learning portfolio. Getting it out. Second is the improve customer services. What you can do the improving customer services? There is a sequence change actually. In the training and development activities, you can see all the four things I mentioned. For improving the customer services, what action should be taken? Who can tell me seeing it out? There's the four training and development action had been mentioned into this. You can read it out. What should be done for improving the customer services? Make development planning mandatory, develop website for knowledge sharing, increase amount of customer service training. Which should be the option? Anyone? It's not so hard. You can link it out. As I told you, okay, every initiative is supported by the action, plan of action. So for improving the customer services, what I mean, the customers right now have access to database and the websites and have greater awareness of high quality customer services. Right now, customers are very much aware. They are more knowledgeable and are better prepared and have higher service expectations than ever before. Their expectations are very high right now, the customers, because they are educated, they are knowledgeable, they are very much aware, so their expectations are very high. the customers. So what we need to do for that? Improving the customer services of the company. What we need to do? We need to ensure that employees have the product and service knowledge. What will be the action actually? Ensuring that the employees have product and service knowledge, and that is the reason the product and the product training is given into the companies. Then you need to ensure that employees have the skills needed to interact with the customers. Then you need to ensure that employees understand their roles and decision making authority. What are the roles and responsibility? What is the KR and KP of them? They should be well aware of that. For improving the customer services, we need to ensure all these things. Getting it out. Third, you can see it out, accelerate the pace of the employees learning. These are the common initiative which companies take. Strategic training and development initiative. These are the common initiative of the strategic training and development. So accelerate the pace of employees. What do we mean? Like what is happening to be successful? Company have to be able to deal with changes in technology, customer needs, and global market. And training needs have to be identified quickly and effective training to be provided. And accordingly, the effective training should be provided actually. So accelerating the pace of employees, what do we mean? That quickly identified and provide a high quality learning solution to the employees of the company. Then reduce the time to develop the programs. How we can accelerate it? By reducing the time to develop the programs. Then facilitate access to learning resources on as needed basis. So what we need to do here, you can see in the activities that develop websites for knowledge sharing. If you want to accelerate the pace of employees learning, develop the websites for the knowledge sharing and reduce the time to develop programs, facilitate the access to learning resources on as needed basis. Then quickly identified and provide a high quality learning solutions. So how you can provide quickly, develop the websites for knowledge sharing. So this we are linking. If each and every initiative should be supported by the training and development activities, and what activities should be taken to support that initiative. Okay, so this way the procedures are developed. Fourth is capture and share the knowledge. What do we mean capturing and share the knowledge actually? Ensuring that employees learn before employees leave the company. Why we are capturing it out actually? That okay, so whenever the employees are leaving, they should not take the details of the company's customers, products, and the processes of the company, whatever its practices the company is adapting. For that, capturing and the sharing knowledge, capturing of the is done of the informations. And just to support it out actually, what implication actions are required? So capture insight and information from knowledgeable employees. Okay, organize and store information logically, then provide method to make information available by, for example, make available websites, resource guides. So these required, that means make development planning mandatory. Sharing it out, getting it out. So you need to make the development planning mandatory. You need to develop the website, you need to make the resource guides, and you need to capture all the informations actually. In case capturing and sharing, for the sharing the knowledge, so we'll have to share, but how to make it secure? So you need to capture all these things. So resource guides, websites, through that you will need to provide those knowledge to the sharing the knowledge to the employees actually. Now the fourth step will be coming. The first step was business strategy, and then to achieve the business strategy, initiatives, strategic training and development initiatives are taken, and to support that initiative, the training and development actions or plan of actions or activities to be done. And now the fourth step will be coming is a metrics to show the that show the value of the training. So now we need to monitoring the metrics. Okay, key performance. That means we are talking about now KPIs. Okay, so key performance indicators allow management with the opportunity to review the effectiveness or lack for which initiative and actions have been taken. So why we are developing the KPI actually? So review the effectiveness as well as the lackings for each initiative and actions we are taking, because there is a accountability is required. So we need to quantify it out. So metrics monitors more than just financial performance. Getting it out, metrics can monitor and quantify performances in terms of how we can quantify it out, in terms of you can see it out. So what are the metrics KPIs are can be used to indicate the training and development programs, initiative and action effectiveness and the things in the form of learning. First metrics is the learning. How much learning is done, whatever initiative the company has taken, whatever activities and the action have been taken to fulfill that initiative. Getting it out, then performance improvement, then reduce the customer complaint, reduce turnover and employee satisfaction. So tangible as well as intangible employee satisfaction, these are both the metrics are used actually to show the value of the training. But what is happening actually with the metrics should align with each specific initiative action and with the time frame. And here falls in picture the designing and implementation of training scorecard. Okay, so developing the training scorecard, in the end I'll be discussing it out. Okay, how the training scorecard is developed. Training scorecard is developed to review the effectiveness of the training programs. Okay, so training scorecard also falls in the picture. So now I'll be finishing it out actually. So they can, in essence, what is that strategic training and development process is similar to the strategic planning process. Okay, such as identification of need, business need, we are doing evaluation, initiatives, creation of action and KPIs, assigning to the right audience, then implementing, monitoring and re-evaluation. It is helpful to granulate the specific talent department or organization needs. So the process helps logically see the critical success categories and actions are customized based on the specific needs. So training and strategic development process, why we are discussing, why we are developing actually to link the training along with the training program should not go sheer waste. And that's why training we need to provide the roadmap to the training and development department. So which training should be conducted. So for that only the training and development needs to align with the business strategy, business need or the business objective of the company. And that's why the strategic training and development processes develop into the company. For that there is a 4 steps. So we have already discussed it out. So business strategy, initiative, action and then the KPIs. Okay, so till here is clear process of the strategic training planning. Is it clear to all of you? Can you reply?
Yes, Seema ma'am, clear. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So the next we'll be doing how to aligning the strategy with business strategy. Most important, ये आपका response sheet का भी question था actually, क्योंकि how the organizational strategy, training and talent management, how it is aligned. Okay, so how aligning is done now. We have developed the process of the strategic training and development process. Now how the alignment is done with the training with the organizational strategy. So organizational strategy, first you can see it out, what are the how it is alignment is done. I have shown you strategy first, what is the strategy of the company, then what emphasis you need to put, how achieve key issues, and then training implication. How to align training strategy with the business strategy or with the overall organization strategy. So this way you can do it out with the examples I'm giving, and that is the response sheet question with the examples. So first example in the strategy part, you can see it out, concentration strategy. So who knows what is the concentration strategy? Anybody know the concentration strategy? What do we mean? If the company is going for the concentration strategy, then emphasis will be on what, how it will be achieved, what will be the key issue in that, and as per the key issue, what type of training should be provided. This is the alignment actually you need to know. Okay, so what is the concentration strategy? Who knows? Anybody understand the concentration strategy? This word is not very typical. Concentration.
By
Yeah.
reading it, Seema ma'am, what I can sense is it is where do we concentrate, which market, and where do we play? What should be the indicators of that market
Okay.
or that product line? So,
Mhm.
where is the concentration or the mind of the organization? Which direction?
अब देखिए where you word you have used actually, because we are talking about the company has adapted the strategy of the concentration. So there is no vagueness actually. What is the concentration strategy? In concentration strategy, the company try to compete successfully within a single industry, or they are focusing on the single market, they are focusing on the single product. Getting it out? So I'm giving you the example of the concentration strategy. देखिए, the McDonald, Starbucks, the Subway. These are the three firms that have relied heavily on the concentration strategy to become to dominate the market. They are the dominating players in their product. So concentration strategy, in concentration strategy, companies are focusing on the single industry actually. Getting it out? I'm giving you the example of the McDonald's, Starbucks, and the Subway. These are the three companies. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, also they are also having the concentration strategy. But these are the three companies which have relied heavily on the concentration strategy to become dominant player in the market actually. Okay, so with the concentration strategy, what happens actually? In concentration strategy, there are three sub strategies as well. So which you were describing it out. What are those three sub strategy which the companies follow under the concentration strategy? Is a market penetration, then market development, and then the product development. And most interestingly, company can use one, two, or all the three sub categories, three sub strategy in its effort to excel within that industry. That is specific one industry, the single industry, they can lead it out, these products actually. So if the companies are going for the concentration strategy, so next you can see it out, emphasis will be on increasing the market share, in reducing the operating cost, in creating or maintaining the market, particular focused market segment. Market niche means the, we are talking about niche market. Who can tell me what do we mean by the market niche? Niche market, what do we mean by the niche market? Create or maintain the market niche and concentration strategies. Emphasis will be in that. So when we talk about the niche market, that is a focused, targetable portions of the broader market in which the specialized product or services can be sold by the company actually. So it's a segment of a large market that has its own demand and preferences actually. So emphasis when the company is going for the concentration strategy, emphasis will be on creating and maintaining the focused targetable market actually. How it will be achieved now? The next will be how it will be achieved. It will be achieved by improving the quality, improving the productivity, customizing the products or services. Okay, and in achieving these, what will be the key issue? Key issue will be, we need skill development of existing workforce. We need to develop the skills of the current manpower, the existing workforce. So now we need to, and to address this key issue, what type of training is required? So here fall the training in action, training activities. So this way we are aligning. So we are not conducting the training and development program in the company heavy. Okay. So first we need to understand what is the strategy of the company, for which strategy company is going for, and in that what will be on our emphasis will be, how it will be achieved, then what key issue will be coming, and just to address that key issue, what of training will be required. So address this training issue. So key issue. So type of training required is team building, cross functional training, specialized programs, interpersonal skill training, on the job training. So you can see out how we are aligning it out, getting it out. This is the first example. Second example, internal growth strategy. In the company, when the company goes for the internal growth strategy, then what the emphasis will be on. So internal growth strategy क्या होता है? What do we mean by the internal growth strategy actually? देखिए, internal growth strategy is the strategy when the companies are growing within the organization by using in internal resources. So it refers, just let me admit it out. So internal growth strategy refers to the growth within the organization by using internal resources. Okay, and in internal growth is achieved through increasing a firm company's sales, production capacity, and workforce. Okay, however, the internal growth not only includes the same businesses but can also include creation of new businesses either in horizontal on or vertical directions. Okay, so it can go for the company can go for the expansion, company can go for the diversification, company can go for the modernizations, internal growth using the internal resources. So emphasis will be on market development, product development, innovation, joint ventures. Okay, how it will be achieved? By adding distribution channels, by expanding global markets, modifying existing products, creating new products, and the joint ownership. Okay, what will be the key issue will be coming in that? You need to create new jobs because the company is going for the joint ventures. The creating the new task, new roles and responsibility, new KRA, new KPA, you need to develop it out. Then innovation, company has to come out with the new ideas, innovative ideas. And now to address these key issues, what will be the training activities? Which kind of training will be required? We need to have the communication skills training, we need to have the product training, we need to have the cross cultural training, we need to have the conflict management training, we need to have the negotiation skills training, we need to have the technical training, we need to have the manager training. Getting it out, we need to have the feedback mechanism training, feedback training. So this way we are deciding what type of training we need to go. So this is called the alignment of the training with the organizational strategy with the through the examples. So response sheet also, when you are doing, you can use it out, you can give the example that companies are going for so and so strategy, and this way we can align the training program and we can decide the training program. So these are the few examples, more examples you can see it out. So external growth, internal like a internal growth, external growth also strategy also is there. In which difference kya hai internal growth and the external growth? In external growth, the company go for the growth using the external resources. I mean, you can see it out. In this, actually, the external growth is not opposite. It's an alternative to the internal growth. It's not opposite to the internal growth. It's alternative to the internal growth actually. Why the companies are going for the external growth strategy? Because it provides a faster way to expand the businesses. Acquisition, देखिए अब देखिए companies may pursue in external growth strategy using two primary vehicles. Now you'll be understanding a little bit what are the two primary vehicles into the external growth strategy. Is the mergers and acquisition. In the company go for the merging and acquisitions. First primary vehicle. Second primary vehicle is strategic alliances. That means company goes for the foreign collaborations. So these the companies are using the external growth. By using the external resources, they need to grow it out. Emphasis will be on horizontal integration, vertical integration, and concentric diversifications. As we know, okay, they need to concentrate also into the particular horizontal integration. What is happening actually? The companies are adding the more products to the lined up. They are giving the more product and they are adding the more product and services to the lineup product and services to make it more competitive. Vertical integration, what is happening? Vertical integration, what we are doing? We are moving through vertical, controlling the distribution and supply chain of the company instead of relying on the outside agencies actually. Okay, so these are the emphasis when the companies are adopting the external growth strategy. How it will be achieved? Acquisition, as we told, buying the new competitors houses, or company can go for the merging, uh, foreign collaborations. So acquiring firm for new market access, acquire firms for supply or buy products, acquire any firm. Getting it out? How it will be achieved external growth? When they will be, because for the faster way to expand business, this is the faster way to expand the business. Company go for the mergers and acquisition, company go for the foreign collaboration. अब देखिए merging and acquisition involves the exchange of ownership between the companies that are in transactions, whereas the strategic alliances and the collaboration enables business to pursue the collective objective while remaining independent entities. So exchange of ownership is not in the strategic alliances or the collaborations, but merging and acquisitions, there is an exchange of ownership is there actually. I can give you the most the five, the biggest ac- the acquisition and merging which has happened in India actually recently. Five biggest merging and emergency in India. Who can tell me which companies have merged recently in India? Anybody can tell me the about the mergers and the acquisitions examples? Which companies? Anyone can?
Yeah, Vodafone Idea.
Hello? Which company have got merged in India right now?
Vodafone Idea.
Your voice is not clear. Your voice is breaking.
Saying Vodafone Idea.
You very rightly said. Vodafone Idea merger, and before that, Vodafone has got merged with the Hutch and SR. Getting it out? Vodafone Hutch SR, and then Vodafone Idea merger. Then five important merger into the India. I'm telling you about is the Walmart acquisition of the Flipkart. Walmart acquired the Flipkart company. Then, as I told you, Vodafone Idea, Vodafone Hutch, and SR merging. Then Tata and Chorus Steel. Such a big merging was there, and the biggest merging was the Mittal Steel with the Arcelor, the $38.3 billion merging. It was the biggest merging in India actually. The Mittal Steel, that Arcelor Mittal merging has been done. So these company what they do, so when they are doing, so by as I told you in the merging, they're acquiring the firm, the other firm, either the competitors or any firm they're acquiring. So what key issue comes when the companies are going for the merging, acquisitions, or the collaboration, foreign collaboration? What the key issue comes? Integrations. We need to integrate to the both the companies, process of integrating the two businesses. This is the key issue will be coming. Redundancy. You know the meaning of redundancy? Who can tell me what is the meaning of redundancy? When we are merging the two company, so whatever is no longer needed, ठीक है, whatever profile is not needed, whatever system is not needed, so no longer needed. So this is the key issue, redundancy, because you need to decide it which what is not needed now. Then restructuring of the organizational department, getting it out a unit left. So you these are the key issue which are faced when the companies are going for the external growth strategy, when the companies are going for the merging acquisitions. In that, achieving that this strategy, the company goes for the acquisitions, merging, and the foreign collaborations. Okay, a key issue we have already discussed. Now to address this key issue, now how to align the what type of training will be required. So training will be required, will be first most important in such actually is the team building. We are merging the two companies, two company employee will be merging. We need to integrating training systems actually. We need to have the team building. We need to determining the capabilities of acquired employees. Whatever employees have been acquired by the companies, by the new companies now, because into the merging and acquisitions, I told you exchange of ownership is there. So determine now we need to determine the capabilities of acquired employees. What is the potential, what is the knowledge, skill, and ability of the current employees. And as per that, integrating training systems and the team building training should be there so that they will be gelling with each other for giving the team products. Okay. Last example, for example, I was giving the last example is the disinvestment. What do we mean by the strategy? If the company is going for the disinvestment strategy, what do you mean by disinvestment? Anybody can tell me? Emphasis, you can see it out and you can tell me. Disinvestment is the action of organization selling or liquidating the assets or subsidiaries. So company liquidating, what do we mean by the redistributing or winding up? So in this, actually, the company goes for the you can see it out. What are the emphasis will be on that is the retrenchment, turnaround, divestiture, liquidations. So disinvestment, the company are either the company will be partially or fully selling out the disposal. What does it covers actually the disinvestment? Partial or full disposal of the business unit through selling, exchange, closure, or by declaring the bankruptcy. The company goes for the disinvestment actually. So emphasis will be retrenchment. What is retrenchment? We had discussed before also. Retrenchment क्या है? Permanent cessation of the employees. So they need to fire the employees permanently because they are partially or fully disposing the business units. Then turn around. They need to turn around. That means action of receiving, processing, and returning something. So they need to come back to the system. Then liquidation, as we told you, redistribute or winding up to the, so emphasis will be on these things actually in the when the company go for the disinvestment strategy. How it is achieved? By reducing the cost, by reducing the assets, because liquidation of assets are there into the disinvestment, then generating the revenue, redefining the goals, because now the new goals had to be redefined, then sell off all the assets. As I told you, partial or full disposal of business unit is done into the disinvestment depending upon the company, whether they're going for the partial disposal of the business unit or they're going for the full disposal of the business units. Okay, so how this will be achieved? Now the key issue is the most important key issue is the efficiency. Efficiency of the existing current workforce now. Whomsoever the company wanted to retrench, fire, they have fired. Whomsoever have been remaining into the company, what is the efficiency level of those employees actually? Okay, so now in this strategy, what type of training, what training implications will be there? We need to first motivate to the remaining employees. The existing employee need the motivations now because the major maximum employee have been fired or retrenched by the company right now. The remaining employees need the high motivations. Then the goal setting for the rest of the employees. Then the stress management training, time management training, leadership training, outplacement assistance. To whomsoever employee the company, the professional company does it out. So they are giving the assistance also to place them somewhere else. Getting it out. Then job search skills, because the I can still recall because I'm into the HR journalist regular training. So when at the time of demonetization, when the India Mart has shut down his outlets, so they have given the opportunity to adjust them into the actually corporate office in the sales job to the HR people also. So they were actually assisting in the placing of them also to whomsoever they are retrenching actually. 3 months time they gave, so they declared the layoff, and after that did the retrenchment of the employees actually. So they were having the 3 months time actually professional company. So these are the outplacement assistance also the company gives when the company goes for the disinvestment strategy when they're disposing of the businesses unit actually. So okay, so job search skills training also see is the part of that. The professional company does is such a good gestures of the company whomsoever are doing these things right now also. But right now in COVID-19 time, such a bad scenario in the market right now, they are not following any compliance, neither giving such support of the placement assistant, skills training. They are not giving this training to the employees before retrenching them actually, and they should do it out. Right. So these are the ways. So with the example, this is the response sheet one question also. So that's why I'm discussing these things right now. So Kiki, how to align the training along with the organization strategy actually, and with the talent actually, how to identify the key issue and then decide the training activities for that. Okay, so is it clear to all of you alignment, how to align the training strategy with the business strategy or the organizational strategy? Is it clear? These steps, strategy, phases, find out how to achieve it, then key issue, you need to identify the problems, key issues, and then training action. Okay, so is it clear till here? So now finally we'll be coming on the developing the training scorecard. Okay. So training scorecard, developing a training scorecard. Why we need to develop the training scorecard? To review the training effectiveness. Okay. So post training scorecard, when we'll be needing we are having the sort of time to fast, I'll be moving it out. So building the training scorecard and major training effectiveness, you can see it out in the beginning. Actually, the training and workshop has become the standard part of the learning process in any organization at present. And the most important challenges for the organization is to be able to detect the difference between the less useful training programs and the performance shifting training programs. Okay, so you need we need to discuss it into the end how to build training scorecard and measure the training effectiveness. So first we can see it out the challenges that CEO or the HR faces even after getting the charismatic trainers who knows the topic and easily engage with the trainees, that they in the beginning while developing the training scorecard, the the CEO and HR need to ask few questions. They need to have the answer of the few questions. What are those questions? You can see into this. Is it visible to all of you? What are the questions they need to ask while developing the training scorecard? Is did this training give our team required knowledge and skills? Where those new skills actually be applied? What parts of the training worked well and what needs to be improved? How do we know that the investment in this training will finally lead to the performance improvement? Should we repeat this training? Should we hire the trainer once more? So trainers in turn also need a data powered feedback loop, feedback system, feedback mechanism that will help them to improve their training product. So these are the prerequisites actually while developing the training scorecard actually, because they need to understand, the trainers need to understand how to evolve the training programs in order to increase the outcomes and impact on the organization performance. Why we are developing the training scorecard, why we are reviewing, because we need to see the impact of the training on the product and services of the company, on the business objective, how much it is helping in achieving the business objectives of the company actually. So it is obvious that one time measurement won't provide us with the objective results. Okay, so one time measurement will not do. So we will need to have several control points separated in time period in the during test course. So next slide I'll be showing it out because these are the prerequisites. Then preparation level, what you need to do. So preparation level, when we talk about actually, so preparation level is the first of all when we are developing the training scorecard. First of all, it is always suggested to start with good strategy map. So strategy map we have discussed at the HR score developing process of the HR scorecard also. So whenever any scorecard we are developing, whether it's a HR scorecard or it's a balance scorecard or whether it's a sub training scorecard, which presently we are discussing it out, strategy map to first develop the strategy map is very important. Why? Because a good strategy map, it's written into that, you can see it out. A good strategy map will give a direction to all the following program of the management efforts. Because for it is just why it is suggested to start with a good strategy, because it helps in linking your financial goal, customer related goals, and internal goals with your learning objectives. The strategy map is developed with the from the four perspective we have discussed into the HR scorecard also. The four perspectives are financial perspective, customer related, that is internal customer related perspective, internal process, and growing perspective. And right now we are talking about the training goals, training card. So we need to align the learning objectives with the financial goal, customer related goal, and the internal goals. And this will give direction to all of the following management effort. Okay, so preparation level पे we need to suggest to develop the strategy map first, and then the next step is to measure the prerequisites and what informations we need to have. We need to collect the data related to the trainers qualifications, trainers communication skill, estimated training cost, which will be involving the travel expenses, accommodation, trainers fees, and then match between the training program and the strategic goal, which alignment at the preparation. And you can see it on measurement date. I have mentioned in end of the all the day actually. Measurement date, what is it? A few weeks before the training. So preparation should be done for any training program a few weeks before. A few weeks before, you need to have the all these data. You need to have the strategy map, good strategy map that will be linking the learning objectives with the rest of the perspective, financial internal process, and the customer perspective. And then you need to have the data related to trainers qualification, who will be the trainer, what will be the qualification, what will be his communication skill, what will be the estimated training cost. These for the aligning with the, because in the strategy map, you know, we aligning the business objectives with from the four perspective actually. Okay, so this is the preparation level of the training scorecard. You need to have this data actually, and it should be done a few weeks before the training program you need to go conduct. Okay, so we need to prepare it out. Now I need to share the level before level. I'll be showing you what is happening actually. In general, coming to the these levels, I need to show first generally for developing the training scorecard, Kirkpatrick model is used in general. The Kirkpatrick model actually levels framework suggests to review our training from four perspectives. And this is the model we are following while developing the training scorecard, while reviewing the training after conducting the training to check the effectiveness of the training. What are those four perspective actually? The Kirkpatrick model: reaction. First level one is reaction level. Okay, after training, feedback should be there. Okay, how was the training? Second is the learning. What was learned? Then third is a behavioral, that is the application level. So what was applied in practice? And the fourth level is the impact level, performance results achieved or the effectiveness. What is the performance results that is achieved after the training programs? And then what is the effectiveness, business effectiveness? After that, we need to evaluate it out. So from this four learning, actually the four perspective, the training scorecard is developed. So all together when we'll be saying it out actually. So what happens in the sixth? I can show you the, now we'll be coming to the first level to discuss. After the preparation, there will be the level one will be there, which is the reaction level, as I had told you. At the reaction level, what we are doing? अब देखिए when we are talking about the, we have already talked about the preparation level. The preparation level पे what we need to do? We need to have the good strategy map. We need to have the data related to the trainers qualification, communication skill, then estimated training cost. We need to have all this data actually related to that. Okay, preparation level. And the preparation level actually, when when we are implementing a training scorecard, it is important to track, collect, compile, analyze, and report 6 different types of training data. Which are those 6 different types of training data? First is the indicators, KPIs, then reaction, learning, application, business impact, and the ROI, return on investment. That will be the level 5. Okay, so apart from the level 1 is reaction level, which we are talking about discussing right now. So level 1 per reaction level, what do we mean? At this level, actually, we need to get an after training feedback that will help to get an idea about how engaging this training was. And the questions to be asked, a few questions have been mentioned over here. How do you feel about the training? Would you recommend this training to your colleagues? Do you want to repeat this training in future? And for that, KPI will be there. You can see it out. How we are indicating it will be negative. It can be negative, neutral, positive. So depends upon the color wise it has been reflecting actually. So we can, what will be the measurement date? You can see it out at the level on when should we take the feedback, get an idea about how engaging this training was. Is on the date of training. Measurement date at the down, you can see it out. So level 1, when should we be taking the feedback? So on the date of training. So this is the level 1. Level 1 is the reaction level. We need to know the reaction of we need to have the feedback. How was the training actually? Then we, after the level 1, after having these feedback, we need to move to the level 2. Level 2 is the react learning level, how well the students understood the material. Okay, and for that the easiest way to quantify the learning outcomes is to conduct a final test or exams that will show well the participants understood the material, how well the participant understood the material. For that we need to level 2 we need to conduct the exam or the test. Okay, and how we can what can be the metrics could be used for that exam? You can see it out. Exam pass rate percentage, average exam score percentage, before or after training test resulted, that is exam score before and after. Getting it out, these can be the metrics which can use. Again, the learning outcomes can be tested in different way also. So I'm showing you one automated example actually. So level 2, what I was telling, you need to have the know how well the students understood the learning, what learning has been done out of the training programs we have conducted it out, and it should be measurement that should be at the end of the training. At the end of the training, when we, so we need to know this actually. Okay, so level 2 is the learning, level 3 is the behavior. So learning is okay, how what is the learning, but we would like to see how much is the change in the behavioral pattern of the participant after taking the training actually. This is also very important because conducting test is a good starting point to make sure that the trainees have obtained required knowledge. But we need actually want to see is a certain change in their behavioral pattern as well. The quantification in this case depends on the nature of the process actually. In some cases, the indicators of the new behavior will be as specific as I'm showing it out. The first you can see it out. Reduction in time for the operation. Then increase the quality, or more specific, you can see it out. Minus 15% it has been shown. Decrease in operational cost. So we can show it out how the behavioral change has been pattern in terms of reducing the reduction, increased quality, or more specifically reduce of the return problem rates. So in how increasing quality? Because minus 25% return problem. If the return problems is the has been reduced, that means the quality has been increased. If the product will be the quality product, why there will be the complaint? Why the product will be returned back to the company? So this is the KPI for that actually. Metrics we are using it out for reducing the cost reductions. Also we are showing it out. But if the goal of the training was to do something in more effective way, then we might track direct cost reduction, which is resulted of the training actually. What is the cost reduction? What is the increase in the quality? What is the reduction time for the operations? Okay, getting it out. So level 3 is the behavioral, find a certain change in the behavioral pattern. A metrics used, we have already discussed it out. Measurement date, you can see it out 1 to 2 months after the training. So this level should not be followed immediately after conducting the training. So level 3 behavioral pattern change needs to be measured after 1 or 2 months after the conducting the training. Okay. So now after the level 3 will be coming to the level 4. So level 4, what is level 4? What we need to check it out at the level 4? देखिए in previous step we could see the change in the behavior of the employees. Okay, but such shifts in behavior is important, but this doesn't imply that the change was of any use for the organization. So the bottom line of any training or a workshop is whether it help the organization to execute its strategy more efficiently and effectively or not. So we could start searching for indicators for such improvement several months after the training actually. So measurement date. So what at the impact we need to see the impact of the training actually on the business objective in achieving the business objective. So did it help to execute this strategy more efficiently and effectively? This is the motive at the level 4 actually. And how we can see it out, the automation we were doing it automation. So what is the role of the software at the level 4 actually? To present the company's strategy map, then visualize the strategic business goal, and then align the indicators with the business goals. So I can show it out, okay, how the level 4 we are showing the one. This is the aligning indicators with the business goals. So you can see it out. This is the one of the of how we are showing it out, because the strategy map, okay, what we need to do, present company strategy map from the four perspective. You can see it out. The four perspective are financial perspective, customer perspective. In the left hand side we have shown, in the orange is the internal process perspective, and in the blue is the learning, growth and perspective. And then we are showing it out. Visualize the strategic business goals. What are the business goals of the company? Increase profit, provide excellent customer services, improve response time, improve response quality, improve technical skills, improve communication skills. So from the financial perspective, the business objective is increase profit. From customer perspective, provide excellent customer services. Then internal process perspective, what is the business objective? Improve response time and improve response quality. From the learning and development perspective, what is the training and development business objective? Improve technical skills, improve communication skill, and whatever is the skill actually. And then we are showing the metrics, how it has been made. So this is the aligning indicators with the business goals, which is done at the step 4. So after the step 4, we come to the level 5. So we need to calculate the return on investment. That means at this level, the monetary benefit of the program are compared with the cost of the program. So the cost of the program and the ROI formula, as you all know, is equals to benefit minus cost divided by cost into the 100. So benefit minus cost is known also as a program benefit. Program benefit divided by cost multiplied with the 100, and the program benefit is in terms of the turnover of the production and the quality improvement of the products we can. But at the level 5 actually, when we are calculating the return on investment, so it is said कि we should not calculate only the tangible benefits. We should also what should we should also calculate the intangible benefits. Okay, it is important to capture and report intangible benefits of the training program, such as increased job satisfaction, reduced conflicts, reduced stress, improved teamwork. So apart from the tangible benefits, which is in the monetary terms, we need to see the intangible benefits also after conducting the training programs. When we are reviewing the effectiveness of the any training program, it should be both tangible as well as intangible. Okay, the intangible benefit should also be reviewed actually after. So this is the most important part. Okay, so now you are understanding at the 5 level, the training scorecard is developed, and which model we are following is a Kirkpatrick models of the reaction, the 4 level perspective. From the 4 perspective, reaction, learning, impact, and sorry, reaction, learning, behavioral, that is application level, and the impact on the business.
Can you show the level 2, level 3 slide once more?
Yeah, level 2 you want to see, level 2 you can see it out, learning slide. Okay, how well the students understood the material, and that we need to know at the end of the training programs. Okay, and the metrics used is the exam pass percentage, and at this level this is the best actually. Okay, how we need to come to know that okay, how participants, how much well they understood the, how, what is the learning after the outcomes of the training. Actually we need to conduct the test or exam at this level. Actually at the end of the training we should conduct the test or exams, and the metrics we can use the percentage and the average exam score at the before the training, before training, and the after exam score. Okay.
Okay.
Is
Ma'am,
it
level
able to?
3.
Yeah, level 3 will be behavioral level. We need to change, see how much is the change into the behavior level. And the measurement that should be 1 to 2. Don't do it immediately because no one can change overnight. So after giving the training, if you want to just see the behavioral changes, so behavioral pattern changes, it takes time actually. So it is always advisable to conduct the level 3 after 1 to 2 months after the training actually. Okay, and the metrics used can be, it's a very specific metrics you can use at the time. Behavioral pattern checking is very difficult actually because it is intangible. So reduced, how we can calculate, how we can quantify it out by checking matrix, using the matrix, reduction in the time for the operations, then how much is the increase in quality, how much is the reduction into the return problems, then how much is the reduction in cost, and how much is the decrease in operational cost. Okay, these are the metrics which can be used at this level. Okay,
Okay.
is it clear?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so level 3 you can see is the changing the impact of the organization. And then we talk about the automation. The training is scorecard you are developing at actually. So use BSc designer. It is advisable actually. It's a very important actually. Balance the scorecard designer to build a training scorecard and automate all of the calculations actually. So what is advisable at that what do you need to for automating it out, what we need to have, do it out. First, present company's strategy map. Second, align the indicators with business goals, which I have shown you before that. Then assign weight to each criteria. You need to give the weight percentage actually to calculate, quantify it out, and then create the data series, calculate the total scorecard. Okay, and then calculate the total scorecard percentage actually. So this is the automation is very important of the training scorecard actually. Okay, level 5 I already told you the return on investment we are calculating, and that should be tangible as well as intangible benefits. We need to review it out after the training program conducting. Okay, so this has been done. Now we need to come to the conclusion of the training scorecard actually. So what is the conclusion actually? It measures the training effectiveness on 4 levels. That is the first impression, exam scorecard. So exam scorecard is the level 2 learning. First impression is the level 1 reaction level. Then behavioral changes, that is a level 3, and the performance improvement or the effectiveness of the on the business is the level 4. So from the 4 levels we need to measure the training effectiveness. Then next point is the cost of the measurement increases with the levels as well as the benefit of the measurement. It is very important part to know you all actually. The cost of the measurement increases as per the level 1 the cost will be the least, having the least costing. Then level 2 will be the more than level 1, the costing will be. Level 3 costing will be increasing. Level 4 it will be the costing will be increases. So cost of the measurement increases with the levels as well as the benefit of the measurement as well. So benefit and cost both increases as per we are increasing the level. Okay, so understand expected performance improvement before the training. What is very much important and significant point is understand the expected performance improvement before the training. So if we will be able to visualize it out, okay, the training program we are going to conduct, what will be the performance improvement performance improvement after the conduction of the training. It will be the intangible benefit and what will be the tangible benefit, approximation. We should be able to to visualize is out. It will be very beneficial for the company. Okay, so we have done with that. So we are finishing the paper one today. I'm finishing. Anything you need to ask? Is it clear? The development part of the training scorecard and why it is developed training scorecard, just to review the effectiveness of the training programs we are conducting at how many level, the 5 level, which model, Kirkpatrick model generally is followed, while automated automations, which designer, the basic designer, you should follow it out, then alignment. So everything I have told you. Anything you are not understanding at this point? Is it clear to all of you today's? The process of training and develop strategic training and development, we talk how to align the training with the organization strategy. We talk what is the impact of the business strategy on training, and then for checking reviewing the effectiveness train how to develop the training scorecard. So we have done with the paper 1 today. So 10th January will be the review classes. So you can ask the question and I'll be giving you the expected questions also at that day. Actually 9-10 questions I'll be making you write down that day. So we're ready with the copy and pen that day. So that you'll be preparing at least those many questions. So to qualify the papers, I'll be giving you an idea of questions at least the bare minimum questions. Okay. So developing process you need based on the case studies of the part 2. So for that processing is the steps of the strategy. Whether it's a strategy steps you need to know. Okay, so I'm finishing it out today. Okay, everyone, should I wind up? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you to all of you. Yeah, thank you to all of you. So 10th January we are meeting. So in advance, I am wishing you all the safe and happy new year.
Happy New Year to you also, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Okay.